it just doesn't do it for me. No. If you like to look good, feel good, and most importantly, smell good, this is the channel for you. I'm Jalen from Jalen Fragrance Review, and today we're back with another review. We're talking about Haramain Aqua Dubai and Louis Vuitton Imagination. Haramain Aqua Dubai is supposed to be a dupe of Louis Vuitton Imagination. So what I want to do is just spray a little bit on this paper here, because maybe I'm in the wrong, but I've tried this fragrance a couple of times, but I'm gonna try it again just for the video purposes and just to see if I'm missing something, because sometimes that can happen. But yeah, my opinion will stay the same. So what I want to say, Haramain doesn't come close to Louis Vuitton Imagination, and I wholeheartedly believe that you shouldn't buy Haramain because you think it smells close to Louis Vuitton Imagination. I want to debunk that myth early and often in this video, because I'm just telling the truth. It doesn't come close to it. It's not the same. It's actually quite disrespectful that people even say that this is a great dupe of Louis Vuitton Imagination. It just doesn't do it for me. No. So on the opening here, it comes off very strong and a bit more synthetic than Louis Vuitton Imagination. With Louis Vuitton, is smooth. Yeah. No, don't buy this if you think it's a dupe of Louis Vuitton Imagination. But I wore this a couple of times just to test it out. And what I want to say about Haramain Aqua Dubai is just, in my opinion, no, it doesn't come close to Louis Vuitton Imagination. But where it shines at is the performance and the sillage. This is a mass appealing scent. Let's not get that twisted. It is one of the best performing citrus fragrances, and I say that because of the compliments you get from it, because of the longevity of it. And it's really hard to find good summer fragrances that performs well and has longevity, sillage, and garners a lot of compliments. And for $50, that's exactly what you get here with this. I think that this is a fragrance that stands on its own and doesn't even need to be compared to Louis Vuitton Imagination, because it doesn't come close. Just being honest. I would rather, people say, hey, look, this is a fragrance that works on its own, because it does. It's not comparable, and it doesn't need to be compared at all. I really enjoy this fragrance, but I just don't get Louis Vuitton Imagination from it. I think Haramain did a great job making a great citrus fragrance that performs really well, that's great on its own, and doesn't need to be compared. Let me smell the strip again. No. I'm sorry. Don't buy this because I say buy this because it stands good on its own. Don't buy it to compare it to Louis Vuitton Imagination, because in my humble opinion, it just doesn't come close. Louis Vuitton Imagination is a lot more smoother, and it's definitely worth that $300 plus price range that it cost. If you had to make a choice between Louis Vuitton Imagination or Haramain Aqua Dubai, it's clear that you should spend the extra money to get this. But if you're on a budget, you say, hey, I want to spend $300 plus for any fragrance, I say then grab this. But don't grab it because you think it smells like this. It doesn't. Grab this because it's a budget-friendly option, and it's great. It has great performance, and it's $50. I mean, this is well worth it. The difference here is obviously The opening, oh no, man, no, guys, no. It just don't come close, but it's still a good citrus fragrance. But compared to Louis Vuitton is just so much more smoother. So I don't get anything synthetic about it. It's a hit. And same thing with this. This is a hit too, but it's not like this. So if you're thinking about, hey, look, I still just want something budget-friendly option that performs really well, then I highly recommend you grab Haramain Aqua Dubai. $50, man, or $50. Yeah, I get it. It works. And nah. Nah. So, in my opinion, and just to wrap up this video, if you're looking for a dupe for Louis Vuitton Imagination, Haramain isn't it. But it stands strong on its own, and I think it's one of the better performing citrus fragrances than Louis Vuitton Imagination. If you got the extra money to spare for it, it's gonna be one of the best purchases that you ever make when it comes down to your fragrance shopping. Performs well, long lasting, it's just great. Mass appealing, a lot of compliments. Louis Vuitton Imagination is one of one. Haramain is a great fragrance, great longevity, performs really well. Will get you a lot of compliments, and it's $50. You cannot beat that price range. And if you got the budget, Louis Vuitton Imagination. And that wraps up this video, guys. Always remember, don't go out and spend all this money on fragrance, because fragrance doesn't cover funk. Make sure you get a nice hot shower in. I'll see you guys with another video next week.